The next thing that we'll have under our users category is cohorts. Now, cohorts is not available on every plan. It's typically available on certain paid plans, but it's quite handy if it's available in your account. When we have cohorts, we can then create specific groups of users, similar to how we did cohort analysis, but then this can actually auto-update. So if you actually open this active users here, right, we'll take a very general clause here, any event. This actually is new users. So we'll say users that did this event called trial sign up at least once in the last 30 days, and then we can of course add multiple criteria here. We can add multiple, we can filter things. We can add different groups. We can make it and versus or, right? So you can have a lot of different attributes for how you define your cohorts or how you group your users. And then if it's something like this, where we have a last 30 days, this is a rolling date range, right? So Mixpanel will automatically update this cohorts for us, and it'll give us a number of users based on that's being updated based on the criteria that we define. We can actually view the users, which will get thrown to the Explore report that we saw before. We can export this data into a CSV, maybe load in some kind of email tool like Marketo or ActiveCampaign or really anything else. Refresh the data, duplicate, and delete it, right? Those are a few options here. So really the functionality here is quite simple, but it can be quite powerful. Once you have this course created, you can actually then take them and use them through a lot of the reports in Mixpanel. So things we already seen before, like insights and funnels and retention and so on, we can now just plop in a cohort and see how that cohort performs against everyone else or another cohort, right? So you can start to group your users based on the things that you care about or the groups of users that are really high priority to you: new users, power users, active users, inactive users, whatever that may be, right? And then group them and then analyze them and really understand what's going on with them. And really, in a lot of cases, instead of you having to manually build these queries over and over again, you can do that query, especially if it's a complex query, do it once, put it as a cohort, and now you can just quickly analyze it in other reports.